Welcome to kcheebplays, Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. Let's get started. Kalinka closed her notebook and began to get up from her chair. Christoph motioned for her to remain seated and said, "We have a little talking to do, Kalinka. You're taking this too far." Kalinka sat back in her chair and said, "Am I? Our future hinges on this. We can't take anything for granted." Christoph raised his eyebrows and replied, "Can't take anything for granted? We have a well-oiled machine here. Very little is taken for granted. There are processes and procedures in place for everything." Kalinka cut him off, and if one cog doesn't want to turn, what happens then? The system shuts down at worst, and at best, we look like amateurs. "Please, love," Christoph pleaded. "You're taking this matter with Uliov too far. He's always stood by us. I think we owe it to him to do the same." "Do we?" Kalinka rebutted. "Yes, we do," Christoph said emphatically. "He's our partner and our friend. I dare say you'd expect the same treatment given similar circumstances." "That may be, Christoph," Kalinka said, "but the stakes are far higher now. I'm not willing to take any chances with our future, and I don't think you should either." Christoph sighed and said, "I understand the stakes, Kalinka. I just don't agree with the level you're reacting at. Uliev has acknowledged his recent missteps. You need to accept that and take him at his word. You owe him that, at the very least." "I understand what you're saying," Kalinka said. "I will back down, but my eyes will remain open. Any hint of his behavior returning will be dealt with swiftly. This deal cannot be undermined by any perception of incompetence, period." Kalinka got up from her chair and left Christoph wide-eyed and shaking his head. Hi, Cheeb here. Welcome to episode 91. Thanks for taking your time out of your day to watch my video. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a great day. So, a couple things that need to look at before we get into doing some more planning over in the container area. We right at the end, I figured out that we've got our second alumina plant up and running, which means we, as soon as we get a little bit more raw bauxite here, which should be coming along shortly, we'll be in a position to start loading here, and then that will be a good thing. So we got to get this up around 30%. Of that is 3450. So get our next load in, and I think here comes our train there that's going to hopefully provide help us at least help us double up the amount of material, raw bauxite we're dropping in here and there, and at some point probably gonna have to rethink this, and this single station here isn't going to be enough. I don't think. It may be that we end up having one train loading while one's unloading, and they just sort of flip-flop back and forth. We'll see how that shakes out. Fortunately, this isn't oh, that was our coal train. Okay. This must be, yeah, this is the one here. So, okay, cool. Something else that I want to have a quick peek at that I didn't. Well, the Eternal Fire. As soon as I get the other helicopter here, I'm wondering if that's going to get assigned. Obviously, the lone fire truck there didn't deal with that, so I don't know that the helicopter we're creating up here is going to or not, but I'm hopeful. So I just wanted to have a quick peek at the number of workers that we're picking up here. It's definitely some. I wouldn't say it's maxed by any stretch. I'm taking a reasonable number of workers, but again, not not a full train or a full metro as you would potentially like to have. So we'll probably next episode get these replaced with the housing that I was talking about there, and we've definitely got workers here, so that's a good thing. We should have our helicopter here soon. I'm gonna... do I need 2? Yeah, I think I need 2 of those. So, well, I'd like to have 2 there at that fire station. So, just trying to think of what the best option is for that. Yeah, we can let it run. Our vehicles, not sure how many we've got on the go. Yeah, we're just letting them go, and then we'll sell them. Oh, he's confused. Right, you can't get out, can you? Well, we'll take care of that scenario for you. This is our let's make it possible to get in and pick up and deliver the cargo wagons that we're creating. All right, so yeah, this is working reasonably well. We do have nobody's on their way here. Mechanisms on site 0. I think that's one of these scenarios. Or do we have the paver out there already? Let's see if we can see the lone paver, if he's even here. Nope. Yeah, there's no mechanisms on site, so that's it's not a thing. And now we have vehicles on their way. Good. That should get that dealt with. And I'm guessing I need to do the same here. Get those finished off. Alrighty then. Next thing I want to have a quick check into. Sorry, I need to check to see where we're at. I think I'm probably about a little over 5 minutes in. So 25 more minutes. And let me get my timer set up to go. I got too excited about getting going. Okay. I've got it running now, so we should be good to go. Excellent loading here, and he's on his... Wow, that unload takes no time. I'm just going to quickly pause this so that I can assign him to a different line. Actually, I don't need him open. I need him open. See the line. And set you to that line. Perfecto. And then we can get rid of the rest of our mess. Okay, cool. Don't know if this one loads any faster. Oh, is it loading this? Let's not store this item anymore. There. That's kind of interesting that we're... Oh, the one can't keep up. So it's a good thing that we're working on this. Those two... Oh, that's Copty Slaw. Going to need... Excuse me. Both of those working as well. Because we will need... Oh, what? Why did you do that? Okay. We'll... Cieva train aggregate loading. Large aggregate storage. You couldn't get in there? Okay, we'll send you back there then. Way you go. Oh, come on. 93 tons. Did I set these signals up wrong? You shouldn't have had any issue getting in there. Okay. Emergency Measures Act. really don't feel like messing with this, so away you go. Okay. Signals. Give you a mixed. Hopefully you can figure this out now. Okay, thank you. Oh, yeah. Okay. Not sure why he went in there. Down this track. It's a little on the annoying side, but it is what it is. Get that fixed. Get this taken out. And see what mess I created. Okay. I'm going to get rid of this piece of track, so you should have no option for trying to get in there. And I may as well take the rest of that out as well. This one I'm going to have to be a little more careful with. Yeah, that one can go, and this one can go. Boy, that's a little messy, isn't it? Let's see if I can take care of these. Probably not completely necessary, but... And I want to make sure he goes there, unloads, nothing, and turns around. Yeah, and our boys are on their way. Just make sure he comes back and goes to the correct spot. That would be a very good thing. I just got to Alt-Tab out of here so I can get prepared for the next little section when we're talking about... Why don't we speed this up? I said I was going to use the faster speed a little bit more. I got to get used to it. Okay, that's cool. Good. Right, we can now nuke this and this. No, you don't want to be nuked. Oh, I see. It took the whole thing down. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, and I was one short on the... Oh, well. We may have to do a little bit more work on these other ones as well, just to keep them flowing. All right, let's go talk about container area. I'm gonna have to do some canceling of construction here because there's a few comments that were made that I really appreciated, and we're going to try to get some of that sorted out in just a second here once I make sure that I'm not doing anything else silly. And I just realized I was pronouncing his handle incorrectly, and once I clued in, I had a good laugh. It's not smooth brain, it's smooth brain, and I just find that hilarious and perfect. I like it. Anyway, he asked if I'd considered using forklifts, and I had, and my gut was kind of half telling me that this just while like I said when I replied, love the action and the aliveness that forklifts provide an area. It's just not going to be able to keep up. And Kaya, who's got a bunch of experience with container ports, confirmed that's the case. They're just not. They just can't keep up. So I don't know that I won't use the forklifts here. So put that one to bed. And Frankie asked me about the liquid port, and quite honestly, because it was like, yeah, I want to try all of these things. I haven't tried them before. Let's try it and see how it goes. But we have a pretty substantial ability to export liquids already. And I don't know that it's necessarily having a second place to export the liquids is a good idea. I think probably what a better idea is to build 3 more ships to export our 3 other materials. Because, we're out of food. I'm going to hold on to that one. Because I don't think it's really necessary to overcomplicate things if I don't have to. I mean, I like complicated systems, but they still need to be for a reason, have a purpose, and to just try it for the sake of trying it, that's not a bad thing necessarily. But when you already have a system that's in place that can be scaled up fairly simply, I think that's probably a better idea to run with that. So we definitely will do that. So that said, I'm not going to need this whole setup here. So we'll get rid of all of this because it's going to take a different shape. I have yet to determine what that shape will be, but we will get there. Okay. So, the other thing that Kaya also said, actually, I'll come back to that. Still got 15 minutes left. I want to go see. Okay, yeah, you're out of food. Is there anyone on their way with food? Nope, there isn't. How much food? This is bad. I'm going to just quickly pause this. Are we out of food here? We shouldn't be out of food here. I wouldn't have thought. No, there's plenty of food. Oh, and no one's going to be coming there. They're going to be coming here. And on his way to get food. Okay. Still a little bit of an issue. And I think we need to... And it's been a while since I've had to do this, so that's an interesting little situation. Don't know why that would be. Overworked train distribution office, perhaps, and a whole bunch of idle helicopters. Sorry, Copty. We'll get them going right now while I'm thinking about it, because I know where they can be used. I just have to find it. Here we are, right here. Ah, excellent. We can get them assigned, not. And then we need some mechanisms here. Excavators. This is I haven't seen this one before. Oh, what happened to my cursor? I think this is still the best option. Yeah, and that's a downloaded one. And I think I only had 2 here, so I may as well buy one more. We'll see if they can do a little better job of setting that up. And I'm going to need... Fortunately, they're not too overloaded. I want you to drop off fuel here, please. Thank you. Drop off 80%. Perfecto. Okay. Fire extinguished, fire extinguished. The building is on fire. Copy slaw, that should be fine. Gonna do a quick check here again. Nope. The fire is still raging. Okay. And we have a helicopter here. Beautiful. Let's give you a new home. How do I do that? You will go work here. Please. And then hopefully get assigned. We don't have fuel. And if I'm not mistaken, yes, we're 20 out of 20. So maybe I do need that extra distribution office. Maybe I should just build a liquids one and then relieve the pressure. Okay, distribution office. Man, I'm getting sidetracked here. This is where distribution is. Don't need a particularly big one. I think 4 vehicles and however many, 14 or 15 stops. Shouldn't be that big a deal. That's the free one with 3. I don't know that. Will you fit in there? You will. Okay. I'm just going to put a little temporary one in for the time being because this really isn't what I wanted to do. I'm going to buy an oil tank. Actually, let's go with capacity. Don't need a huge one, but I want a decent size one. Seems to be the so I want you to pick up fuel from there and deliver it here. And you don't have any fuel, so you're not going to go anywhere at this point in time. We'll get some fuel down there. And I'll revisit the the fuel scenario here because I really want to get this the rest of this planned. So what the other thing that Kaya said was it was going to take me a good 5 months to fill these up, and there's no real benefit. The amount of internal storage that we have here is more than enough to feed a ship in here, so don't think that's going to be an issue. Having the storage, I was thinking, you know, this is well, we got a whole bunch of problems here. Sports playground. I don't see a bunch of other electricity issues. Wow, sidetrack situation here. Okay. There's no real compelling reason to have these storages here. So what I can do is basically keep not necessarily this layout, but I can change this layout up to feed the containers directly to the harbor, and then have my 2 material storages fed by a train station. And I think everything will actually lay out a little bit better. And then what I can have for my 3rd one is the refrigerator, the meats. It's going to take a long time to produce enough meat or to deliver enough meat, probably. We'll see what happens with that. So this whole situation can go. And see if I can containers. I remembered. Okay. Cooling 20. If I go with 20, That's not so bad. Can even see here. I need to, where's my workers? Workers are out that side. Just trying to think of where the best location for this is going to be. Probably if I have them fed off of this side. Let's see what happens if I turn this around. Fed off of this side. Get my grid back on here just so I can get a little bit of alignment going. So for this one, feeding it off of this side, that's not a bad thing. We'll line this up 3 away. Yeah, 3 away. From there. Okay. Now, storage. Meat storages. This will hold 75 tons. This will hold 350. That's a fair amount, but that could put our 350, that's 400. And that's the cool house. Nice. If I put, yeah, this will work. Let me spin this around so I can see where I'm at. Get it lined up there. That will, actually, if I flip it, there. Snap that in, and then we have our train station either this way, which I'm thinking if I have this vertically is probably a better option. Now we have to do the similar thing on this side. You can go, actually all of this can go. Got about 5 minutes to get this organized. I really wanted to get this done today, and well, you know how that goes. If I put this one off the middle, what I'm trying to do is center the workforce needs. See, this isn't going to cooperate because I need I would prefer to have the 4 connections the factory connections out this direction so that I can get 2 warehouses in there quite easily, but then the footpath situation becomes a problem. That's looking more and more like I'm going to be having more than one drop-off area. From the looks of things, for passengers, or not passengers, for workers. Let me have a quick peek at this one, see if it's basically the same. General container loading. Keying it isn't going to make any difference. It's just which side we get the connection out of. Would be better to have that on the side. Okay, then 2 warehouses. I think I was using these ones. How do I get this to cooperate? I'm gonna have to to get rid of the road here. Thank you. How do I get this to cooperate so that I can get the train station in down this side? Because if I go something like that, I think that will allow this connection or this connection. Okay, that works. Let's see what I can do here for this one. Probably want that this side. A little octopus going there. Let's try that. This will connect up. No, it's not straight. It's going to bother me. Right, one more time. There, that's better, I think. And a train station. I think it was this one. Am I going to need... it's probably not a bad idea to have 4 here. What's the furthest away I can... Yeah, right there. I wonder. Oh, then that's got a road situation. Should be. I could flip that around though without too much issue. I don't think. If I need to. But yes, getting rail in this way is not really going to be an option, is it? Let's see if I go with the double track one. Is that going to fit any better? Or less worse? Right now I know those roads are not going to cooperate, and I'm quite sure that, yeah, that's still too long. Okay, let's try this again. Bring this down closer here. Ooh. Let's see. This again. this is not going to be the final configuration. Obviously. My brain's starting to hurt, and I'm into the half-hour scenario. I think I know what I want to do, and at this point, I'm going to call this an episode because, like I said, I wanted to get this about closer to the half-hour mark for the episodes. Okay, we've got one train getting filled. 2 working full-time now, and construction on its way. It's a good thing. And are we getting any alumina in here? Not yet. Or have you gone and come back? Huh. Yeah, we're still not getting a good supply here, so that's not a great situation until we get some more of those mines working. But yeah, should get the rest of them built and good to go. So anyway, thanks for hanging with me today. Appreciate you, and we'll catch you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Cheers.